On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good, touch my swag, this shit cool, I look fly, I look good.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back. Let me bring this down a little bit. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm doing a really quick video because I wanted to talk about Vivica Fox and her Black Magic, which is a show on Lifetime. I just saw, a little bit of the first episode when she's doing the auditions and all of the stripper boys and all of this. Now, I wouldn't even be talking about this because it's like a little cute show to watch, but it's not like a review. But the reason why I'm talking about it is because she was on the Breakfast Club doing an interview when she was doing all of the press for this show. And they're joking and they're like, so you gonna take them to the gay club? And she's like, no, stop that, we're not taking them to the gay club. And everybody took this as her saying that her dancers were not going to dance for gay men, and that's not what she said. I feel like it was like, because there's a stereotype that a lot of male dancers, male strippers are gay. So I think that they were like, poking fun at that aspect of it. I don't think that this was actually like a real, question of, are your dancers going to dance for gay men? No, they're not, bitch. That's not what she said. And then she went on another show with Garcelle Beauvais and basically said that that's not what she really meant to say, because there have been men in the crowds, during the performances this past season, because the season has already been taped. And she says that anybody can enjoy her dancers. What she meant was, you're not about to make my dancers look gay, and then the women who are going to be given the bulk of the money for this business are not going to want to, get dances or lap dances from men who they think might be gay. And that's no shade to gay men. It's just that women don't want to date gay men. That's just so. And a lot of people were like, if you can dance for one, why can't you dance for the other? And I'm like, what part of this don't y'all understand? Like, this is a sexual act, stripping, okay? So yeah, some guys are bi and some guys are gay for pay, so they don't care who they dance for, and that's cool for them. But there are some straight men, there are very few, but straight men who don't want to dance for gay men because that makes them uncomfortable. And the message I feel like I was getting from a lot of people is that something is wrong with that. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I felt like nobody asked her that question in a way for her to say it the right way, but I think she just went about saying it the wrong way. Because it's like, I feel like if you got a set of men that's comfortable with dancing for gay men, then those are the men that should be dancing for gay men. And if you have a set of men that aren't comfortable with that, then they shouldn't have to dance for men. I don't understand what the big fucking deal is. This should be the dancer's choice. I don't think she was saying that, my Black Magic boys aren't with that gay shit. I don't, what I'm saying? I don't think that's really what she meant. And she apologized and, tried to, brush it over. But I definitely don't think that's what Vivica means. I don't think Vivica is homophobic in the least. I just think that they were joking around and asked her a question that made it seem like her dancers might be gay. And she was trying to let everybody know that they weren't. And we can pussyfoot all we want to, but stereotypes of, men being undercover or men being gay are still very prevalent. They're still, out there. It's still a stigmatism. It's still, stigmatism is the right word. I don't know. But I'm just saying it's still something that people feel uncomfortable about. So if you're a gay person and you are so upset about this, I want you to understand that I don't think it's that, oh, my men don't dance for gay men. It's that don't try to make it seem like my male dancers are gay. Because all of them are not. Some of them are, I'm sure. If there are 10 dancers, at least 3 of them are gay. I'm just saying. Just in my experience, okay? I don't know a lot of straight people, period, that strip. Like, mostly, women are more on that side. But even them slip to being bisexual. Yin Yang Twins told y'all, okay? Some of them hoes, most being gay, okay? Okay, so I'm just saying, it's just a stereotype about strippers. But at the end of the day, it's fucking strippers. So let's not act all in our feelings about it. Like, what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to support Vivica, you don't support Vivica. You don't watch the show. You don't go to see her Black Magic dancers. But I don't think we should be looking at this from a standpoint of that she was gay bashing or anything like that, because I don't think that's what it was. I think that a lot of people just saw headlines and didn't actually listen to the interview and the way it was asked of her and the way it was put out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that really has something to do with how somebody responds to a question. And, you know, I just think maybe she handled it the wrong way initially just because of the way they asked her that question. But I think when she came back and cleaned it up, it was, you know, put nice and pretty in the bowl for you people that her black magic dancers are going to be shaking that dang-a-lang for any old body. And I did watch the first episode. Some of them look suspect. But a lot of them are really handsome, nice looking men. I would like to see them dance. I wasn't mad about it, but one of them had on some leather, you know, black stretchy leather shiny pants, and all you could see was the dick print. And I was like, so are you not going to take that off? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's Lifetime, so they don't want to show him with just the, you know, the G-string with the dick with the dick hole that make it all big and shit, so the dick just be jumping everywhere. I'm just saying, I don't know if, you know, if y'all are into strippers and shit like that. I like strippers. Male strippers, they like to toss you up. That's exciting for me. I'm little, okay? I've been tossed up before. It's a great time. I don't know if I want people who I don't know putting their face in my place. You know, like some of these strippers like do. You ain't never had somebody do a handstand in your vagina? One of the dudes said that because that's exactly what he did. He went up to the girl, did a backflip and landed with his face in her cooch, and then like doing a handstand, leg straight up. Then he started to, you know, shake it around and shit and flipped it over, and I was surprised the fucking chair didn't fall. Okay, they doing some magic. Okay, the first episode they had Darren, y'all know, from Lim from Soul Food. He was on there, and y'all remember he was a world-renowned choreographer at some point. He hasn't been doing that a lot lately, but Vivica brought him in to like show the dancers, the guys who she picked, some dance moves. Some of them don't know how to dance that well. Some of them, you know, are a little stiff because they are so big and buff. But at the end of the day, all you really want is for him to, you know, bounce the dick up and down and pick you up, flip you up and down. That's really all you really want, okay? We don't need you to be genuine, but if you are a genuine motherfucker, that's a plus for you, okay? That's a little bit more money for you, okay? So he was on there and he couldn't be there for the performance. So one of the guys was like, you know, I'm gonna take over because I don't want to be out here looking like I'm in a VHS DVD from 1998. You know, remember that shit? Ain't no lie. Bye. That shit was hilarious, y'all. Oh my god. NSYNC, holla at him. But you can play Darren all you want to, Darren Henson. But here's the thing. Darren actually was a choreographer, not just a backup dancer, okay? So it's like you want to shade somebody for their time having passed, but you haven't even had your time yet. That's what aggravates me the most about this generation. This whole fuck you because you know, you old and what you doing ain't hot no more and nobody cares. No. When you have never done something at all, I'm going to need for you to shut the fuck up. I'm really going to need for that to happen. If you have not choreographed for big artists and choreographed tours for big artists that are touring all over the world, if you have not done that, I'm going to need for you to shut the fuck up because you haven't done that. You might have background danced as one of the many background dancers for a couple of stars. Great for you. But don't knock Darren. Don't knock him, okay? And I think because he made the dance simple, and I think he made it simple because they're still starting off and there needed to be a building of cohesiveness that they don't have yet. So even though their performance ended up working out, at the end of the day they fucked themselves up because they were actually kind of boring at the beginning of it until they started taking their clothes off. So that should let you know something, okay? You know, that should let you know you didn't exactly do the best job because you changed Darren's choreography. At the end of the day, if y'all was taking shirts off and popping dicks, somebody was going to be throwing money. Okay, so whatever. I ain't like how they played my boy like that. But anyway, y'all. That was basically what I wanted to talk about with the Vivica Fox thing. I think you should definitely check out her show on Lifetime because it is entertaining. And you know, I feel like, you know, let's just calm down with always trying to make somebody seem like they're homophobic or that they don't like gay people. At the end of the day, this is still, I think, a new thing for everybody if you haven't been in the community. And every time somebody feels uncomfortable or says something, you know, out of line, it does not mean that they're homophobic. It does not mean that they hate gay people. It does not mean they don't want you to get married, okay? That does not mean that, okay? Sometimes it just means they don't know how to handle something that they never really had to deal with before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anybody would have been asking her that if this was 1995 and she had decided to do this shit. I thought it was an ingenious idea, especially if she gonna have them touring and making fucking money, okay? Because, you know, like she said, strippers are winning, bitches, okay? All right. So yeah, you guys, that was pretty much all I want to talk about with the Vivica thing. You guys put it down in the comments what you guys thought about it after knowing what actually happened, okay? Like, don't give me your opinion based off of one headline that you saw when you didn't really listen to the interview, or you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like that's not really educated comment. Not saying that I'm always gonna get those, but I'm just saying, let's not act like I ain't just tell y'all what happened when y'all comment. That's all I'm saying. But I love y'all though, okay? I love y'all and I fucks with y'all. And please, more Isht talking videos. I am going to do an Obama farewell video, even though I didn't really want to do it because it makes me sad and I kind of don't want to deal with it. I just kind of want to let it happen and stop talking about it. But I'm going to do a video about it sooner or later, so don't worry about that one. I'm going to do the Obama farewell probably this weekend. But anything else, please leave it down in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll talk to y'all later.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag,